Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. We are at Socorro, and our job today takes us to Phoenix, Arizona. We are going to be leaving New Mexico and heading along Highway 60, which I'm told by a resident that there are some satellite dishes along the way, so we'll definitely keep a lookout for that. We'll be passing Show Low, and then we'll have an interesting drive right here by this fuel and rest station, and then we'll just be heading to the south side of Phoenix. 374 miles, a 7-hour drive. Should be no big deal for sure. Let's go ahead and hit the parking brake, and let's roll. This way, huh? Well, I'm exiting, so I'm going this way. Probably not the wisest thing to do, but I mean, we are making a hard turn out of here. Are we going to clip the guard shack? Maybe, perhaps. Let's just keep on going straight. Everything peachy king? Yes, indeed. All right, so 4 ways off, and let's get to the open road. Leaving New Mexico, we'll be hanging a right out of here, and we'll see what sights await us here on Highway 60. And of course, it starts to rain. Let's get those windshield wipers going. Maybe this is going to be one of those rain showers that the sun is also shining through. I don't anticipate a thunderstorm or anything such as that, but you never can tell. And there we go. Down Highway 60 west, indeed. And it is starting to get a little dark out there. So indeed, as I said, not anticipating a thunderstorm, but we got one anyway. That's just the nature of trucking, I guess. So I'm not sure exactly how long until we get to the New Mexico-Arizona border, but it should be through this pass. Struggling a little bit to get up this hill, but no worries. Let's just get her into top gear, and around we go. Nice little canyon over here. That's pretty cool looking. And we should be getting up to 65 miles an hour, no problem. So this may be the last episode of American Truck Simulator, ladies and gentlemen. We've scoured New Mexico a bit, got to see all the cool sights and cities, and it's just going to be a matter of either waiting for the next state to come out, America's finest, wait for the next state to come out, or we are going to maybe sightsee. Haven't thought too much about it, but I did pick up Civilization 6 this weekend, and I've been playing that a bit, and it seems like a really cool addition to the channel. I know I'm going to be playing it quite often, and sort of my rule about YouTube is, oh, there they are. So indeed, the satellite is over there. But as I was saying, you know, I usually just play what I want to play on my channel, and it's one of those games that I think I could get a lot of playtime out of, a lot of replayability, it's a different strategy game to go alongside the Crusader King / Europa Universalis playthrough. But there we go. Hello, good sir. Did you find any aliens, I wonder? Now, is that the only one? Nope, there are a couple. There they are, right along the way. That is pretty cool. I tell you, it's really handy having someone that you can talk to that's actually from New Mexico that says, look, along this highway out of Socorro, there's these satellite dishes. Now, in real life, of course, they may be more plentiful, but pretty cool nonetheless that they are actually there. And I hadn't been down this road, and I was just taking it on good faith. My friend Harold is from New Mexico, so when he saw I was playing this game, he said, you have to go down this highway and see if they're there. And indeed they are. So Harold, if you're watching, I'm happy to report, you know, it may be a low budget version, but the satellite dishes are there. Pretty cool stuff. And that's kind of how I wanted to end this series. But Civilization 6 looks like it would be a pretty good accompaniment to what's going on the channel, so I'm pretty excited to play that. I'll play it off camera for a bit, and if it feels like something that I've got a really good grasp on and a really good hold on, I don't see anything wrong to making that like the Monday series. Maybe do longer episodes because Civilization is based on turns rather than real time. So it would be pretty cool to get to a stopping point. Maybe some even cliffhangers to encourage people watching. So I'm pretty excited to play that for sure. Still waiting for some word about the next state from American Truck Simulator. Last year, I believe New Mexico was announced in the summer. So we may be just a few months away from American Truck announcing the next state. And I would go with Oregon. I would say that Oregon would be the next logical state to do, as it's already attached to California, and if you didn't buy the New Mexico DLC, then you're not missing any content, rather than making Texas or Colorado, for example. Well, I mean, you could probably get to Colorado from Nevada, but, you know, we can only go with rumors, and what we've seen so far, and what we've seen so far leans towards Oregon. Oh, hello? There's like a little rundown shack over there. I'm keeping on a lookout for the Welcome to Arizona sign. I believe they are 55 mile an hour limit here. Let's just lock that in. I believe the Welcome to Arizona sign would be blue and yellow with the star and the sunshine, so we'll keep a lookout for that. A lot of interesting gravel roads here running next to people's farms. Looks like a trailer over there, a mobile home. A nice little community. I wonder which community this is supposed to represent, because as you can see, we've got a gas station here and a Camaro. Hello, Ossifer. Shooting radar I see next to the market, rundown hotel. Wouldn't catch me dead in a place like that, although dead is probably what you would end up. And then the nicer motel right across the street, of course. Gotta get some stiff competition. But I appreciate the feedback for what happens with this series. You know, if I didn't have Civilization and I don't enjoy it, which I think I will, but if I don't, or there's some extra room on the channel, it wouldn't be bad to have a sightseeing series in American Truck where we just go on the roads that we've never seen before in a vehicle that could probably go over the speed limit, let's say. I also considered for like a one-off video starting in the farthest northwestern corner of California and seeing how fast I can get to Hobbs, New Mexico, like right on the New Mexico-Texas border. Just see how long it would take me. See if I could get there without sleeping would be the ultimate goal. Now, of course, that's breaking a lot of traffic violations, but we've got 280 grand in the bank, and I probably wouldn't save the game. But just something one-off that we could do just to say we did it. It would make this trip a little bit more exciting because we got those solid double yellows and a truck in front of us that's kind of going under the speed limit just a touch. Now, you know, conditions are a little wet. I could see his trepidation, especially if he has a load that is a high center of gravity. You don't want to make a sharp turn. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, back to Arizona. And we got some tumbleweeds to greet us as we enter Arizona. But we're still on a brand new road that we've never seen before. So it's always exciting to see what kind of... Whoa! Hello, crop duster. Or is that a... yeah, that's a crop duster. An old biplane. But he is moving like I don't think biplanes would actually move that fast. We have some crop dusters here locally, and they don't drive, or they don't fly biplanes, but they certainly still don't move at that speed. What do we have here? A way station? What do you bet? I'm gonna get pegged. Yeah, pull in for a vehicle inspection. I seem to be the only person that plays this game that gets docked with those way stations. Everyone else that I see plays this game gets the, well, you can just drive on by, thank you for your patronage, and it's like, really? How come I get docked? Now, it makes me wonder, if we are in a modded car without a load, would it detect it? and not make us stop? Like, could we just blow through these way stations? Possibly. Stop at the truck scale, and then we're going to get trapped behind these guys for sure, unfortunately. Wait here until the scale is clear. Well, we don't have to. If we wanted to role play it, we could. But either way, we're going to get checked in here. Hello, DPS. And we will pass the inspection. 69,800 pounds, so almost 70K. I don't know. I'm not a trucker in real life, so I don't know what the road capacity is for loads. But it seems like 70K is a little light. Oh, geez, that biplane is really buzzing the tower. All right, free and clear. Let's get onto the highway once more. So no interstate driving this episode, it does not seem. Hopefully this rain will clear up, give us some clear skies to deal with. If this was Skyrim, I just, wow. In the mirror, that plane looked like it just missed my trailer. I know objects in the mirror are closer than they appear, but still freaky to see a plane like right over the top of you. And there comes the sun, as expected. Now, why isn't this a rest area? I'm sure this is a nice place to overlook and take in the scenery, but come on now. If you got a nice big runoff area, goo, it's coming overhead. Whoom. You know, I could see the animators like working in their on the land here, and they're like, we need an object. How about a plane? What's going to be the path of this plane? How about right over the frickin' road? That'll give them a scare. Oh, you could have a lot of fun as a level designer with a game like this, especially if you wanted to like put in a little Easter egg or something that, you know, wouldn't affect the game in any way, but like have, say, Bigfoot peeking out from a side of a bush, just one, so that the keen-eyed truck drivers out there would say, you know, take a look, I found Bigfoot. I know the Pro Mods guys that made that massive map for Euro Truck Simulator used to put in things like the North Road of Africa had like a UFO that flew over it, and it was a big expansive desert. You really felt like you were driving on the north side of the Sahara, and with nothing out there, it was cool to see an alien. Hey buddy, move over. Now we're blasting straight through, so we're not going to get into the right lane. Finally, we're going to get away from this food delivery truck, but we're heading into Sholo, so I imagine the speed limit is going to drop soon. But we're just going to continue straight on through to Phoenix. Goodbye, Bob Dole. Yeah, I imagine, yeah, here we go. Speed limit's going to drop to 35 here. We're in town, coming up to a stoplight. So this is Sholo. It's been a while since we've been here. I don't know what episode that was that brought us here to Sholo, but it's good to see ya. Good to be back in Arizona. Spent a lot of time there in New Mexico. Hey, buddy. How are you? Oh, and it's a New Mexico plate. Pretty cool stuff. I missed the light. I was busy sightseeing, as is the case with this game. Your eyes wander and you just forget the fact that you're supposed to be driving instead of watching. Which, when you're driving a race car, watching instead of driving is one way to end up in a crash, quick, fast, and in a hurry. So we haven't been on this road. Looking at the map here at Sholo, we're going around possibly the north side of town, and probably the drop-off that we had at Sholo was just inside the city limits, so it, quote-unquote, counted, but we never got to see any of this stuff, so this is still uncharted territory. Acme Fashion. So if old Wile E. Coyote was going to get himself a pair of shorts or something, that might be, oh, Active, not Acme. I graduated high school honest. Nice UPS delivery there. But pretty cool. I do really enjoy American Truck Simulator. The one thing I will definitely enjoy as well is racing the new Monster Energy NASCAR Cup mod for NASCAR Racing 2000 season with the 2018 paint schemes. Brandon and I had a lot of fun racing last season, and looking forward to another productive season. I'll be trying to defend my title as champion. I got really lucky in the last race of the season. So hopefully we'll have some more fun like that. And I encourage you to tune in if you're a racing fan. Oh, come on. These lights are not doing us any favors here. But we do have Ray's hamburgers. Speaking of which, I'm pretty hungry. Like, in real life. I need to get some food once I get done with this delivery. But we've got 3 hours to go until we are designated to be in Phoenix. We should be leaving town shortly. Come on, light. Get a move on. Longest lights ever, I tell you. I wonder if there's probably a mod to speed up the traffic lights, but then again, it could work against you. Like, if the light was going yellow now, it's like, come on, man, I'm not even rolling yet. I'm a semi. Cut me some slack. Yeah, here we go. Leaving city limits to a 45. Hopefully the road doesn't shrink up on us here, but with the AI moving over, I think we'll be in good shape. Nope. Is the road narrowing? We don't see any signs for it. Yes, we do. Excuse me, Mr. Blue Car. I would appreciate your kindness. Thank you, thank you. So back to the 2-lane road, it seems. 65 miles an hour, but I think these cars can get up to speed. You shouldn't have to worry with them too awful much. There we go, nice and easy. Let's set the cruise for 65. We'll get there eventually, and we'll just cruise on into Phoenix. But really looking forward to NASCAR, looking forward to completing my playthrough of Crusader Kings 2. We've got about 120 years or so to go, and I think it'll be a lot of Speed 4 gameplay, waiting on claims, fighting wars, taking land, trying to become the Emperor of Britannia before Europa Universalis. But if we do not accomplish that goal, I'll be able to pick up right where we left off with EU4, and then we can just take out England that way. So it's not a rush, but it would be pretty cool to do such things as these. And Stellaris, I'm getting really excited for the 2.0 update. They did a lot of things like changing the fleet makeup. They changed star bases. They changed borders. So I mean, it'll be a whole new game and a whole new experience. And I've only beaten Stellaris once in Iron Man mode. I did one complete galactic takeover with a robotic civilization who were assimilators. So that was really cool to sort of be like the Borg, assimilate all the different people into my empire. And then the end game, the in-game crisis was the shoot, what were they called? I remember the achievement for beating them was flipping the switch, and they were this they were interdimensional, but I think they were robots as well. And taking those guys on, 4 star systems were held by them that was just producing these 70,000 fleet strength fleets constantly, and you could not fight them heads up. So you had to storm their holdings, and then once all those holdings were done, there was one big massive starbase protected by 4 smaller starbases, and that was quite fulfilling, I would say, to beat Stellaris in Iron Man mode. It's the only Iron Man game I played, so to get those achievements was really, really cool. And speaking of really cool, take a look at this. It's like we're on the backside of the Grand Canyon or something. There's the road we're going to. Eventually, we're going to bob and weave our way. How cool is this? Sorry. So apparently if you get off the road by a little bit, the sand will just destroy your tires. Did that affect our load at all? No, it didn't. Just our truck. That's what insurance is for. Hashtag Allstate. All right, call box. Some motorcycles have pulled off through here. And this is quite a very large canyon indeed. I don't think we'll have to worry about really straining. It looks like we're going downhill mostly. So it's just a matter of keeping it between the lines, which I haven't done a good job of doing so far, so why start now? Oh, a nice big water tower. So this reminds me of the old West, sort of a Red Dead Redemption feel, that the Wild West and all those water towers everywhere. I am excited for Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know if I'm as excited to play it on console, though. When I played the first Red Dead Redemption, I had a computer. Certainly not the best of the best, and even this one is falling behind by modern computer standards, but still it's a pretty stout computer, and I am not going to complain about my computer situation. Is that a waterfall? Just really, really steamy. Let's see if we can see it in our mirror. No, of course, the mirror draw distance is down a ton. But there's the bridge. Looks like a little rest area and gift shop here at the bottom of the bridge. Oh, these guys are slowing up a bit. Come on, buddy. Get a move on, if you please. Yeah, we can't peek out the right window. If we were in VR, we could sort of lean forward and see if we could see anything out there, but to no avail. We don't need to rest. We're only 2 hours out of Phoenix, but nice cool rest area there with the ye olde campers. And we might need to start picking up speed. I think we're going back uphill. Let's drop her into 7th. We don't have to worry about fuel, so we can burn at the higher RPMs, get some power out of this thing, keep us at 30. And as long as these idiots don't brake check us, we should be able to roll fairly well up this hill. We got a pretty stout engine as far as horsepower and torque is concerned, so I don't think we'll have to worry about it too awful much. Hello, Ossifer. Kind of picking up speed a bit. And I think we're almost out of the windy canyon. So even though the goal of this particular episode was to see the satellite dishes, we've got a bit of an interesting drive here. The last episode was quite amazing with the Carson National Forest. That was really intense. And this is the cool part about American Truck. You can stay on the highway. You can do the straightforward, just hammer down as fast as you can go, or you can stop and smell the roses, or the sagebrush maybe is more appropriate here. Yeah, there we go. So still 30 miles an hour, but we're getting into some roads that can actually straighten up for a bit. Nice bit of driving, I do have to say. That reminds me of an Axe commercial, or maybe like a Mountain Dew Kickstart maybe. Which, if you are driving a truck and it's getting late and you're driving roads like this, you would absolutely need something to keep you going, and a Kickstart wouldn't be the worst thing. Although most energy drinks will kill you. But we'll get back up to speed here. And then we'll be making a right at the gas station at the bottom of the hill. Hopefully it's a light, but if it's not, at least it's a right turn so we don't have to worry about it. It sort of looks like an interchange. Yes, indeed. A stoplight awaits us at the bottom of the hill. And then we'll just be making a right, and city limit of Globe. Now, we have not seen Globe before, but we're heading right to Phoenix. Yes, we are open. It's like, hey, that looks like a pretty run-down gas station. Is that thing even open? Yep. It may look like we've been broken into, but honestly, we're open. So 65 miles an hour, we're on West 60. Once more. And hopefully it'll be 2 lanes the rest of the way so we can get up some speed and not have to worry about it. Though Phoenix is just a little over an hour away, so no worries. But thank you for joining me. If you've caught every one of the New Mexico episodes, thank you. If you've gone back and looked at my previous work, as far as American Truck Sim goes, I appreciate that too. I do enjoy just the sit back, relax, and have a conversation feel of this. You don't have to micromanage. You don't have to really plot and scheme. like you do for Crusader Kings. You don't have to be thinking 3 steps ahead. You can just put the hammer down and go. Which is the nice feel of the open road for sure. We'll get around this truck here. We turn on our turn signal. Willie, yeah, he'll give us the room. Outstanding, and away we go. So through these hills, I don't know if Phoenix is just going to pop up on the other side or not, but we're just a little over an hour away. But American Truck Sim will not be done. It was the very first video that I posted on my channel in which I considered myself full-time. Not full-time in the sense that I make money, but full-time in the sense that I'm going to sit down and give YouTube a legitimate run. Like actually put a lot of effort into, think about my series, respond to all my comments, and it's been a really good time. And American Truck Sim is sort of what got me off on the right foot. Certainly the Hearts of Iron 4 Iraq gameplay and the Kerbal Space Program tutorials are still... Oh, road construction. Oh, everyone's blending to the right. Well, excuse me, good sir, coming through. So we had a broken down semi. Outstanding. Oh, it's starting to get dark. We need to get into Phoenix as quickly as possible, ideally, before it gets nighttime. And then as the sun sets in the game, the sun will set on this particular playthrough. As I said, you know, it may be fun just to blast through in a car to see how quickly I can get from the northwest corner of the map to the southeast corner of the map. Just shoot through all these cities, paying no mind. Maybe pretty exciting. It's something to keep in mind for sure. And then once we hear about what state is coming up, I'll definitely bring my thoughts to the channel to say how excited I am. I'll definitely get it though. I'm really happy to support SCS, the developers of this game, with all the DLC they put out, because quite frankly it is really well done. And you only paid once for California, Nevada, and Arizona, so why not? You know, New Mexico was the first time that they charged money for DLC, and I am more than willing to continue investing. There's Phoenix popping out of the horizon. Looks like we need to be in the left lane here. This really reminds me of entering St. Louis from the east side, how the highway sort of splits into multiple highways, multiple interchanges, multiple interstates. And I'm sure every big city is like that, but the city nearby me is St. Louis, that I get that, you know, interchange to interchange feel, bobbing and weaving. Kind of like City Skylines. Which is another game that I would consider bringing to the channel. I don't have any of the DLC for that one though, so it would be the base game. Oh, the Phoenix Airport. How interesting. I don't know if we're actually going to the airport, but we may. Alrighty, we can right turn on red, I believe. We're going to the industrial zone, which makes sense because we have a crap ton of gravel. And I think we can go after this white car. We'll just take one lane. Don't take out the wrong way sign, and here we go. Sweet. Looks like we're making a left up here. And it looks like we're almost going through a neighborhood, but it said industrial zone, so... Oh, yeah, a lot of warehouses. And then we're getting back to the roads that we have seen before. Once we get to this intersection, we have been here, and we're just connecting up. So connecting our spider web of roads, pull up behind this Camaro. Luckily, we can actually see the stoplight, which some of these stoplights is a little bit too high. Why is the left turn lane going? Oh, I thought that yellow truck was in the far lane making a right turn, and I'm like, what is he doing? He's going to cut across someone's nose. Which it wouldn't be out of the question. I've seen it done. It's not exactly the smartest thing that he could do, but to each their own. Alright, so we're pulling into the left here. We may get a turn lane, which we do indeed. I was going to say we might have to make use of the suicide lane, but we'll use the left turn lane here. Wait on the Dodge Magnum. Yep, go on through, buddy. Thank you, thank you. So off the beaten path, and this is the one way into where we're dropping off. Looks like this mine or plant over here. And then we will be ready to wrap it up. All right, guys. Please be kind to me. Turn on our four ways here. And looks like we're making a right turn here. Indeed. And where do you guys want it? Oh, right there. Easy peasy. I do like that. So for our last drop off, we don't have to stress about it or spend too much time thinking about it. We can just go on back. All right, let's put her in reverse. And it's pretty much just a straight reverse. We'll point the trailer out to the left just a touch, but it's just mainly backing it in. Just back it in now. Give it a little backy. Backaroo. I think I made that joke before. But it's just too easy. Just back it in. Just back it in. Hey. Back it in. Just like so. Could you be any easier on us? How about a little bit of a challenge, maybe? Now watch me fail this miserably. Nah. Just back it in. Sweet. Let's drop the trailer off and get paid. 372 miles, 8 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for coming along with me on this journey. We made $18,000. And as I said, now it's just all about considering what it is that we want to do next. If I can find a pretty cool mod, maybe a Camaro, to do a run from the northwest corner of California, like up here. No, don't put that marker down. What are you doing? Stop it. So go from Hornbrook and just blast down south all the way through. We may go through Reno, Las Vegas, down to Hobbs. I mean, that would be a pretty interesting journey. Plus, we would be able to uncover all of these roads that we have not seen, which is cool. Now, this tells me right here that the latest update, they worked or reworked the Nevada roads, because I haven't seen any of this stuff, but yet I've been to every city. So that may give us another reason to just blast on through. So I'll look around the mod forums. I'll see if there is a car that would be really cool for us to blast through. Maybe take another delivery, or maybe Civilization 6 will be coming. Who knows? But that's going to do it for me in this episode of American Truck Simulator. Ladies and gentlemen, like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.